much exercise do we need each week? It's a question I get asked all the time, and it always amazes me how few people know what the kind of targets are, what the requirements are. So let's put that to bed right now. We'll use the World Health Organization recommendations. It's also backed up by the Department of Health in Ireland. We can break it into two easy types of exercise. So aerobic activity and resistance training. And a lot of people totally miss out on the resistance. So we'll come to that in a moment. So the aerobic guidelines, 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week is the bare minimum recommended for healthy adults by the World Health Organization. You can look at that as 75 minutes of vigorous activity also. And again, that's the minimum. So moderate, what's moderate aerobic activity? A brisk walk, maybe some gardening, some leisurely cycling and swimming. So that should be easy to get, that should be achievable. Certainly the walking is something we can all do. If you're stepping it up then to vigorous, and you should have some vigorous in your routine, vigorous aerobic exercises would be like going for a run, a decent pace run. Probably some more decent pace cycling and swimming, squash, tennis, other team sports like football, Gaelic, that kind of stuff. So that'll all add to your vigorous target per week. And so then let's move on to the resistance training then. So what is resistance? First thing people probably think of is the gym, and absolutely gym work. So strength training in the gym definitely counts, lifting weights, but it doesn't have to be. So we could look at some body weight exercises at home. If you're doing some body weight squats, some press-ups, some dips, that's all resistance training. We can also include yoga classes, Pilates in that as well, which also double up as being great for balance and for flexibility. So bear in mind, and the resistance guideline is at least 2 of those sessions per week. So that's something to bear in mind. Like, I'm a big fan of park run, for example, but then I think people go to one extreme and they're just running all the time, so 3, 4, 5 times a week, which is great. But even a marathon runner is going to need some kind of resistance training in there, some kind of strength training, muscle strengthening activities in there twice a week at a minimum. Could be very light stuff, but they're still going to need it in there. So there are some nice targets to aim for. As I said, that's the minimum. If you start increasing those targets, then you're going to see real extra benefits. But let's start at the beginning and aim for those bare minimum targets. And yeah, looking forward to hearing how you get on.